Hello, people. You here with B.James at and I heard him say .blogspot.com. I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, with fashion designer extraordinaire, Mr. Ken Barber. How you doing, Mr. Barber? A lot of people out here want to know, for those who don't know, what inspired you to do fashion? What inspired you to want to get into this business?
Well, interesting enough, I had a aunt who was a professional model back in the late 60s and was always very fashionable. Had a number of uncles and family members actually who always, growing up, I would always see them dress. And I said, hey, when I get older, I want to look like that. And so it's always been in my blood.
Okay.
It's always been in my blood, yes.
And for those of you who don't know out here, we're actually in his men's piece. That's the new catchphrase. He has some nice, elegant pieces here. You want to show off some of your pieces?
Yeah, sure. This is actually one of my private labels that I have here. The look itself is more European inspired. I like to think of more of that James Bond look. Okay. It has a little bit more taperedness to it. Some of the details that I have here that's very unique. I have a button under collar, and if you notice that there are no buttons here, so this is one of the shirts actually, it falls just in the right place. You don't have to worry about button, the top button where it's going to be too high, or the second button where it's going to be too low, but it has a nice balance. Also, a very unique part about this is that if you should decide to wear a tie with this, you can also still do that and it stays in place.
Okay.
So this is very unique.
Okay.
The response has been very well for this also. And if you look at the body also, everything that I do has a little bit more taperiness to it.
Okay.
Has a little higher armhole. It fits very comfortable. It's like driving a fine automobile where you feel the road. This is what happens as far as with all of my pieces also.
Okay.
Exactly. Basically, I do shirts, I do a private label suit, and also sport coat. And as I mentioned earlier, I do really more of that James Bond inspiration. Very cool. I call it the new cool.
Okay, I understand. See, that's what this life is about. It's about the new, out with the old, in with the new. Innovation is everything. Tell the people out there some of the people in the celebratory world who came by your shop and show love to your boutique.
Well, actually, I've from being in the business as long as I have been, I've worked with Usher, I've worked with Dallas Austin, I've worked with Dave Chappelle also, and other companies actually that I've been involved with for about 4.5 years. I've worked for the grandson of the founder of a David Adidas, and I was the first regional and general manager of Y3, and that was a line that did very well here in Atlanta. I helped to open up a second shop down in Miami for Y3. And since then, they've opened up a couple of other stores in Manhattan and also in Soho. But what I've tried to do here in my mentee is do a collaboration of better dress wear along with luxury sportswear. Y3 played a big part of how I've been able to bring in more sportswear along with better dress wear also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what are some of the events and things that you do here in your store? Can you tell the people some of the up-and-coming events and things that you had, going on in your boutique?
Well, normally once a month we do a fashion event and also an art show. What I try to do, I try to use a lot of local artists and up-and-coming artists, and I bring them in, and they have an opportunity to display their artwork.
Okay.
And also tomorrow, actually August 14th, we're doing a book signing also with a best-selling author by the name of Alberto Perez, and he'll be here for an evening doing the book signing. But also we have another artist that we're featuring also. His name is Sal Brownfield.
Okay.
He's a world-renowned artist. So again, as I mentioned again, each month I try to bring in new up-and-coming artists.
Okay.
And so we're very excited about that. And we'll be doing the same thing next month and ongoing also.
Oh, okay. One thing a lot of my viewers and readers would like to know, what is the name of your boutique here in Atlanta, Georgia?
It's Ken Barber Clothing.
Tell us about your up-and-coming line, what you have coming out in the fall season.
The fall look is, we're very excited about. It's casual dress, great fabrication as far as in our dress shirts and also even some of the more casual things. Military inspired, a lot of great looking military jackets, very, very versatile. that can be dressed up or down. If you want to put them on with a nice pair of slacks, you can definitely do that. Or if you want to dress it down with a pair of denim, you can also do that. We're going to be doing a lot of layering and great fabrications, hoodies. You're going to see a lot more of that. Pieces that can be worn under jackets or basically just worn by themselves. Fabrics that we'll be using, a lot of cashmere and wool combinations with a little bit of stretch to it. Again, it's all about being sexy, still again being masculine at the same time, but very versatile.
Okay. What should we be looking for from Mr. Ken Barber further in the future? What are some of the plans that Mr. Ken Barber has to expand his business?
Well, our goal basically is to hopefully develop an online site, basically of going to e-commerce. We're very excited about the location. This is our first flagship store here in Atlanta. Our goal is opening up other shops around the country also. The great thing, as I mentioned also, is that our price point is very reasonably priced, but it's a premium store. It's not an outlet, but some of our prices will be considered as outlet prices. Our denim basically will start off anywhere between $55, we'll go up to $150, but again, these are pieces that you would normally find at other places for a lot more. But again, at the same time, with the following that we've developed, we would like to be able to open up shops. Perhaps we'd like to do something down in the Bahamas. Most tourists, they like to relax, but they like to shop also.
That's right.
And if you can find quality at a good price point with good customer service, it just makes it easier. So.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Barber. It was definitely a pleasure.
Thank you very much, my brother.
To all you out there, I would love for you to continue to tune into, and I heard him say .blogspot.com, and we out.